Good day everyone. I'm Dr. Rupert. I'm from Tarlac and I graduated Tarlac Agricultural University. Today I want to discuss to you about the basic informations and pathophysiology of the COVID-19. I made this video because I saw a chain of scattered fake news or messages in the Facebook or Messenger, in which it causes panic, misunderstanding, and confusion to the people. So I hope after this presentation you will be able to understand how the COVID-19, where did it start, or how did it start, the mode of transmission, how it is being treated, prevented, and what is the current status of our country. And also I'm going to discuss to you the mortality also about this COVID-19. So I hope after this it will be very clear to you to avoid panic, because panic can cause stress, and when we are stressed, our immune system becomes weaker, and now we are at a high risk of the COVID-19 infection. So the most important now is we stay at home, calm, and let's condition our mind, body, and immune system. So that is the best defense that we can do. And also, please give time to make your own research about the virus, updated news, because the more we know about this disease, the more we are become more comfortable. Okay, so let's start. So COVID-19 or coronavirus disease 2019. So it is being named 19 because the disease came out year 2019. In the news of CNBC Health and Science, World Health Organization considers airborne precautions for medical staff after study shows coronavirus can survive in the air. But let's check about the key points. World Health Organization is considering airborne precautions for medical staff after a new study showed the coronavirus can survive in the air in some setting. Okay, it doesn't mean na tumatagal po yung virus sa hangin forever. So nakalagay po dito is medical staff. So yung sinasabi po nila dito is in the hospital. Hindi po sa labas ng bahay natin or in the air na tumatagal ang virus. So the good thing here in the Philippines, summer po ngayon, hindi po magsusurvive ang COVID-19 in our air. Okay, maliwanag po to ha. The coronavirus can go airborne, staying suspended in the air depending on factors such as heat, humidity. World Health Organization officials said. So it depends on the heat and humidity. So the virus can survive in a certain area depende po sa klima. kung malamig po yung climate natin, possible. Pero ngayon po summer, huwag po tayong matakot kasi wala po sa hangin natin ang COVID-19 at hindi po siya magsusurvive. Ang usapan po dito ay sa hospital kasi they are talking about the medical staff. Ang problema po natin, may mga lumalabas na fake news or misunderstanding na chain of messages na pinapadala sa Messenger or Facebook kung saan nagkukos ng panic, which is not healthy. Okay, tanong ko po, ano po bang pagkaintindi natin sa airborne? So po pag sinabing airborne, ito po ay yung COVID ay nasa air, suspended from the ground. Okay? For example, ito yung COVID, nandyan siya. Okay? Pero hindi po ibig sabihin na kapag airborne, hindi po siya nabubuo or lumalabas dito lang sa hangin natin. Hindi po. That is wrong. Kaya wag po tayo magpanik. It's very clear. Hindi po nabubuo ang virus lang na nag-appear lang, na sumusulpot lang sa hangin po natin. At saka sa open air po natin, wala pong virus dyan, kaya wag po tayo matakot. So we made this video also to help the Filipino families na hindi po masyadong nakukuha or yung naintindihan about yung important information about the COVID-19. And I hope this can help you. And kung meron man po akong mabanggit na mga mali dito, and I hope na you can help me also sa mga technical related medical personnel. So I hope we can makorek po natin ito, maayos po natin so we can transfer the information to the public people. So when say airborne, it is the COVID-19 can be transferred through air. So let's check Merriam-Webster. We have here airborne. Airborne means done or being in the air, being off the ground. Or the COVID-19 is carried through air. Okay? So when you are in hospital setting, sabi dito, it's very clear that there is possible na air transmission, airborne transmission. But later you can see that they made a procedure bakit nagkaroon ng airborne transmission. Okay? So transported air or carried by the air. So maliwanag po. Ngayon, ang problema, merong lumabas na message here na kumakalat po sa Messenger, sa Facebook. So sabi niya, breaking news, kinumpirma na po ng World Health Organization na airborne ang transmittal ng COVID-19. At tumatagal po ito ng 8 oras sa hangin. Mag-mask po tayo paglabas ng bahay. Breaking news. Pero pasensya na po sa naglabas ng message na to na please lang po, bago natin ilabas ang mga ganitong information, this is very sensitive. We're talking about here a pandemic worldwide na sakit. Okay? So please lang po, bago tayo maglabas nito, kung hindi tayo sigurado, please po, pakibasa po yung buong article about the COVID-19. Kasi delikado po to. It create panic. Tapos sinabi mo pa na tumatagal ito 8 oras sa hangin. So ibig sabihin na yung virus ay nasa hangin. Pag lumabas kami, pwede na kaming tamaan ng COVID-19. Hindi po totoo ito. Okay? Paglabas ako sa bahay, open air po yan, presko, summertime. So kahit hindi po ako mag-mask, pwede. Fresh air. Mag-mask lang po tayo kapag pupunta tayo sa mga crowded places. Katulad po ng public markets. Then after noon, pagbalik po natin, or nasa open air tayo, pwede na pong tanggalin yung mask. Ang problema po natin, pag yung mask na ito, ginamit nyo buong maghapon at hanggang gabi, mas lalo po kayo magkakasakit. Bakit? Nabubuo po dito yung mga bakterya sa bunganga natin, tapos ininhale nyo. imbes na fresh oxygen ang inhale natin. If you keep on doing that for a long period of time, baka po magkakaroon ka na ng pneumonia. And from that time, you are already susceptible to the disease, the COVID-19. So please po, please lang, kung hindi po natin sigurado, huwag tayong basta-basta maglalabas. Okay? Ito, napaka-confident mo na nilabas mo ito na parang scientist na hindi mo naman binasa lahat. Okay? So naglabas po. Please wag po niyong gayahin ito. And it says here, yan, coronavirus confirmed to be airborne. Yun lang kasi tinitingnan natin yung headlines. Okay? So dito, medical staff additional po. Ang nilagay ko, medical staff only in the hospital, not all people ang pinag-usapan po dito sa news ng CNBC. Okay? Not anytime na nandyan sa hangin yung virus, hindi po. Kasi kahit ako, kung hindi ako technical na tao at hindi ko alam ito, talagang babasahin ko pa lang yan, magpapanik na ako. Na hindi natin namamalayan na na-stress tayo. Ngayon, bumabagsak ang immune system natin. Ang pinakamabisa po na panglaban natin sa COVID-19 is our immune system. Okay? Sabi pa dito, copper still 2 hours. It can last yung COVID. Possible. Kapag yung copper or steel or anything, paper, plastic. So, nandun sa cold places or nandun sa loob ng malls na malamig, possible yan. Pero kung yung copper, plastic, paper, mga yan, kahit ako, meron akong COVID-19, umubo ako dito, hinawakan ko yung copper, pero yung copper, in-expose ko sa sunlight and open air. Sa tingin natin, tatagal ba yan ng ganyan? No. Kaya wag po tayong magpanik. Please lang po. Let's continue. The virus is transmitted through droplets or little bits of liquid, mostly through sneezing, yung pagsinga po natin or paghatching, yan. Kung wala pong cover at nandun ka sa malamig na lugar, yan na po, ang tawag dyan is airborne na. Yan. Nasa air na. Pero pag gumatching ako, sa open field, don't worry, paglabas po niyan, mainit summer, mamamatay po yan, hindi magsusurvive. Pero better din po, takpan yung ilong natin, yung mukha natin pag tayo ay uubo, or umiwas din tayo sa mga matataong lugar para for safety din po ng mga ibang tao. And coughing. So dito, when you do an aerosol generating procedure, ito na yung binabanggit kanina kung bakit nagkaroon ng airborne transmission sa medical staff sa loob ng hospital. Aerosol generating procedure, like in a medical care facility, nabanggit po dito, medical care facility, may mga ginagamit na facility po you have the possibility to what we call aerosolize these particles, which means they can stay in the air a little bit longer. So maliwanag po dito na ito yung reason. Balik po tayo na ito po yung reason na kung saan nagkaroon ng airborne dun sa hospital sa medical staff, kasi they use that medical facility na aerosolize yung area. Ang purpose po nun is to disinfect itong room or yung hospital room. Ngayon, itong facilities na to, it spray a fine water. Alam niyo po yung parang spray sa palay, yan. Yung spray sa palay, very fine, small wet particles with a disinfectant para ma-disinfect yung room. Ngayon, nagkaroon ng circulation. Kasi merong spray, nagkaroon ng circulation of air. So yun, if the patient is there or nasa surface, so pwedeng ano yan, because of circulation of the facility, doon sa spray, so magkakaroon ngayon ng increased oxygen, water, tapos yung pong COVID-19, a-attach po yan doon sa mga spray particle na ginagawa pang disinfect. Ngayon, pwedeng i-carry niya yung COVID-19 virus or particle doon sa air. So, delikado po ito sa mga medical staff, at kapag na-inhale nyo yun at wala kayong mask, is possible the transmission of disease. Pero it's very clear that they use a medical facility to disinfect the area. And nung mga fine particles na yan from the disinfectant na fine particles na pumasok or na-engulf yung mga COVID virus na to, ngayon, because it is wet or may tubig siya, so ngayon, tumatagal siya a bit longer, sabi niya. A bit longer. Okay, pero sa hospital setting lamang po ito nangyayari. So, very clear po ba? Okay, so please po. Ito pag sinabi natin aerosol, nag-aerosol ka from Merriam-Webster Dictionary, a suspension of fine solid or liquid particles in gas. So, yun yung way of disinfection sa hospital. A substance such as an insecticide or medicine dispensed from a pressurized container as an aerosol to disinfect the area. So kaya po, wag po tayo magpapanik kasi wala pong sa labas po ng hospital, sa area po natin, for example, or kahit po sa buong Tarlac or Pilipinas, summer po to, wala pong airborne transmission. Nasa setting lang po ng hospital nangyayari yung airborne. Possible din po yung airborne sa loob ng mall. Yan, malamig. Tapos ang daming crowd of people, possible din po yan. Okay, sa mga bus din po na air-conditioned, so possible din po yan. So pag inubo kayo, you need to cover the mouth para nandun lang yung COVID virus kung in case na infected ka at hindi na po kakalat sa hangin at hindi po ma-inhale ng mga tao dun sa bus. So ganun po ang ibig sabihin nito. Hindi po katulad ng sinabi yung naglabas sa Facebook na airborne, tumatagal daw. So sabi niya dito, magmask po tayo paglabas ng bahay. So ibig sabihin nandyan na nakaabang. So, ibig sabihin po, pag airborne at kalat po ang virus sa atmosphere natin, sa buong mundo, mauubos na po ang human population. Kaya, please lang po, mag-ingat tayo sa kakalabas ng fake news or wrong information to the public kasi nagkukos po ng panic sa mga tao. Nararamdaman po namin ito. Sa barrios, takot na po lumabas yung mga tao. Pwede ka naman pong lumabas, mag-exercise, use the fresh air, sunlight. Basta avoid contact with other people na hindi mo kilala or crowd. Yun lang po. Kasi best defense is the immune system. Let's continue. Redfield added, infections contracted from surfaces rather than through the air could have contributed to the outbreak on the Diamond Princess cruise ship. So, ibig sabihin po, sa Princess cruise ship na nabalita, so surface, doon po nakuha. Nagkaroon ng contact yung mga tao doon sa surface na hinawakan ng mga tao na possible na infected ng COVID-19. Hindi po sa air. Very clear. Okay, my source of the source po ng pinag-aaralan natin ngayong araw is from sciencedirect.com. Thank you for this wonderful information. So dito ko po nakita, I search in Google, and this is the information from sciencedirect.com. You can visit that also and make your own research about this. Okay. The phylogenetic analysis revealed that COVID-19 is potentially a zoonotic virus. Ibig sabihin po ng zoonotic, so this disease is transferred from animals to human. Okay? So ito po yung mode of transmission niya. Direct contact or possible eating or mga droplets na nanggaling sa infected na animals. So, zoonotic, yan po ang ibig ng zoonotic or zoonosis. So, the disease or COVID-19 is being transferred directly from infected animals to human. Maliwanag po. So, ibig sabihin, direct contact. Transmission is direct contact. Not through, not airborne. Okay? Abstract. Coronavirus disease or COVID-19 is caused by SARS-CoV-2 and represents the causative agent of a potentially fatal disease that is of great global public health concern. So here stated, person-to-person transmission of COVID-19 infection, so person to person, so possible direct contact. Paano po ba yan? For example, ako may COVID-19. Umubo ako. Wala akong mask. Hinawakan ko yung pera or yung surface. Tapos umalis ako. Malamig yung climate. Ngayon, ikaw na tao, pumunta ka dun sa kung saan ako galing at hinawakan, unaware, hindi mo na malayan na hawakan mo yon. Nakalimutan mo naghugas. Tapos kumain ka, hinawakan mo mo. So that's the possible transmission. Another way of transmission is humatching ako in public or nasa bus ako sa mall, tapos nasa tabi ka, wala kang mask. Yung mga mist, yung mga discharge na galing sa akin, so meron na po mga particles yan ng COVID-19 at na-inhale mo, possible transmission na po. Pero yan na person-to-person transmission. Okay? Pero hindi naman po ibig sabihin kapag nabangga kita, meron ka ng may COVID ako at may COVID ka, nabangga kita dito, may COVID ka na, hindi po ganun. It is from the discharge or droplet na mga galing sa akin na infected na tao or sa hayop. And by the way, interrupt lang po yung discussion. Sorry, I'm a veterinarian. Why am I discussing this to you? Kasi po, actually we understand the COVID because coronavirus family, may mga coronavirus po kasi na tinatamaan din yung mga hayop. So napapag-aralan namin yan. Na kung saan pag yung hayop, it can be transferred sa human. So like yung sinasabi natin zoonotic transmission. So napapag-aralan namin. So there is similarity ng coronavirus ng hayop at saka ng tao. So ito po, being ano lang po ito, parang sinishare ko lang ito because I want to lessen yung panic na nangyayari po ngayon because of the fake news. Special attention and efforts to protect and reduce transmission should be applied in susceptible population, including children. Ito po yung mga susceptible sa COVID-19, mga children. Okay. Healthcare providers, yung mga nurse, mga doktor, ingat po. Sila po yung prone, and mga elderly people, yung mga lolo at lola po natin. So lola, lolo, so it's better po na mag-stay na tayo at home. Okay? So maganda rin po na malaman natin yung mga susceptible people para at least iwasan na po natin lumabas. Mostly sa crowded people. Ano po, hindi naman po yung lalabas ka lang dyan outside your house. Hindi naman po ganon. Kaya sabi ko nga, wala po sa air natin ang COVID-19. At summer ngayon, mamamatay yan. Just avoid going to crowded people, lalo pag malalamig. Yun lang po yun. Coronavirus is one of the major pathogens that primarily targets the human respiratory system. So, ang target po niya is yung respiratory system natin. Mamaya makita nyo yung mga signs. Okay. These patients were presumed to be infected in that hospital, likely due to nosocomial infection. So, yung mga pasyente daw na napektuhan sa hospital is because of nosocomial infection. Ano ba itong nosocomial? A hospital-acquired infection, also known as nosocomial infection, is an infection that is acquired in the hospital or other healthcare facility. Infection is spread to the susceptible patient in the clinical setting by various means. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga gamit po sa hospital. Yan. Kunyari sa room, may pasyente, nagkaroon ng spill ng COVID particles, nahawakan ng nurse, ng doktor, nakalimutan ng hugas, kumain, ganun po yung transmission. That is the common transmission. Kaya pag-pray po natin yung mga medical staff po natin na mag-ingat po sila at saka sana po palakasin niyo ang immune system niyo. So ito po, yung common na transmission na nangyayari. Again, hindi airborne transmission, kaya don't panic. It was concluded that the COVID-19 is not a super hot spreading virus. Saying when we say super hot, spread by one patient to many. Kunyari pag super hot spreader daw ako kaya kong apektuhan ng 10 or more. So, hindi po ganun yung case. It is not, sabi niya. But rather, likely spread due to many patients getting infected at various locations throughout the hospital through unknown mechanism. Okay, so, common po talaga yung transmission sa hospital. Kaya ingat po tayo. So, better kapag wala po tayong mga bibisitahin sa hospital or kung meron man talaga, so please yung suit po natin, mostly yung mask, tapos yung mga pocket alcohols natin, everything mga matouch natin, kahit hindi lang sa hospital, kahit sa public markets and any places, pag lahat ng hahawakan, lalo na po yung pera, madumi po yan ang ginagawa ko pag bumili ako sa market, yung pinapamalengke ko at pera, lahat pati susi ko, nilalagay ko sa bubong na naarawan to be safe. Pinapaaraw ko din yung katawan ko for 1 minute up, then bago ko pumasok sa bahay to make it sure. Mahirap na, okay? As of January 30, 2020, 7,734 cases have been confirmed in China and 90 other cases have also been reported from a number of countries that include Taiwan, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Philippines, marami na pong bansa. Pero ang gusto ko pong ipakita sa inyo dito, yung mortality rate. Kung gaano ba kataas yung mortality rate o yung mga namamatay. So dito po from 7,734 cases noong January 30, 2020, ang mortality lang po is 2.2%. So mababa. Out of 7,734 times 2.2%, the total deaths is 170. So when you compute it, it's only 2.2%. So mababa. Kaya wag po kayong magpanik. Kasi po, kapag tinamaan ako ng coronavirus at malakas ang katawan ko, hindi po ako basta-basta mamamatay. Proper lang po na quarantine, pahinga, nutritious food, plus exercise, plus the sunlight, good sleep, and I'm going to defeat or matatalo ko yung COVID-19. Kaya wag po kayong matakot, hindi po siya 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100% ang mortality ng virus na ito. Kaya wag po kayong matakot. Kaya ang importante po ngayon, palakasin ang isip natin, ang utak natin, katawan at ang immune system, ang pinaka the best way. Kapag healthy ka, be healthy and be COVID-19 proof. Hindi tayo tatablan. First case of human-to-human transmission of COVID-19 was reported in the US on January. Okay, so first cases of human-to-human COVID. So mostly transmission is from animals, infected animals, and another. In February 16, 2020, there have been 51,174 people who have been contracted the infection in China, and more than 1,666 people have died. So, ibig sabihin, hindi po mataas yung mortality rate. Out of 51,174, only 1,666 is dead. But, ano pa rin, kahit pa paano, dead pa rin yun. Pero, gusto ko lang i-share na hindi po siya ganun kataas yung mortality. Sabi ko nga po, 2.2% lang. Kaya wag po tayo magpanik. Kung malakas po ang katawan natin, hindi tayo maapektuhan. The immune system can kill the virus. Next, symptoms. Ano po ba yung mga sign ng mga tao na merong COVID-19? Pero ito po, mga common signs lang po ang bibigyan natin. Kasi ito, if you have the common signs, meron pang mga additional testing to confirm. Hindi naman po ibig sabihin na kapag may ubo ako ngayon, mayroon akong COVID-19, hindi po. We need additional test, laboratory test to confirm if you are really positive with COVID-19. Pero kung may ubo ka at sipon ka, it's better na seek the government help. Pumunta ka na, yung sarili mo with all the mask at i-report mo na para ma-check ka. Para maganda na rin, magawan ka na rin po ng mga treatment. Kasi mahirap, hindi mo alam. Baka mamaya may sakit ka, may COVID ka, tapos pinabayaan mo, hindi pala simpleng ubo lang. So it's better you go for check-up. And yung family mo, hindi na rin kumala. And to the nearby places. The symptoms of COVID-19 infection appear after an incubation period of approximately 5.2 days. Okay. The period from the onset of COVID-19 symptoms to death ranges from 6 to 41 days with a median of 14 days. This period is dependent on the age of the patient and status of the patient's immune system. Maliwanag po na pag tinamaan ka ng COVID-19, malakas ka, hindi ka po mamamatay. So, kung yung pong mga mahinang katawan o may mga dating sakit na po, yun po ang mag-ingat. Kasi pag may sakit ka na, for example, high blood pressure, diabetes, other disease, so mas mahina po yung immune system mo, mas susceptible ka po sa infection ng COVID-19. At yung sinabing incubation period, ito po yung time na pumasok yung virus sa katawan mo hanggang sa mag-appear yung mga symptoms. So average po natin is 14 days. The most common symptoms or sign ng COVID-19 kapag may sakit ka nito ay merong lagnat or fever. Meron ding cough or ubo and para kang pagod na pagod or fatigue. So that is the common sign. So kapag nararamdaman nyo po ang mga signs na to, it's better na magpa-check up na po tayo. Pero avoid pa rin po yung crowd. Wear your mask. Isipin din po yung safety ng ibang tao. Well, additional fever, cough, fatigue, sputum production, or yung ano daw, naglalaway tayo, parang naglalaway. At masakit yung ulo. Nahirapan din huminga. And possibly, meron din pong diarrhea or pagtatae. Pneumonia, yan, sneezing, bumabahing, and yung sore throat. Masakit dito. Yung sore throat natin. Okay, next, pathogenesis. The percentage of death among reported 2,684 cases of COVID-19 was approximately 2.84. So, yung mortality rate is mababa lang po talaga. From 2.2 to 2.84% ang mortality rate ng COVID-19. Napakababa po. Huwag po tayo magpanik. One of the COVID-19 case report showed a patient at 5 days of fever presented with cough, coarse breathing sound of both lungs, parang ano ba ito, rough, using stethoscope, and a body temperature of 39 degrees centigrade. Kaya nga po meron tayong scanner, kapag may fever ka, talagang it is a sign na meron kang sakit. Kasi po it is a first line of defense natin kapag mayroong infection, nagkakaroon na po ng fever. Actually po yung fever, it is not bad. Fever is the line of defense ng body para patayin yung infection. So tinataas niya yung body temperature. Ganon po ka-amazing ang katawan natin. The patient's sputum or saliva po, other term ng sputum is saliva, showed positive real-time polymerase chain reaction result that confirmed COVID-19 infection. Okay, dito po, so doon kine-check. So ibig sabihin, yung COVID-19 po, or yung coronavirus, nandun po sa laway ng infected person. Kaya po talagang pag umubo at bumahing tayo, talagang i-cover po natin kasi hindi natin alam kung sino yung mga tao na nakakahalubilo natin. Pag may ubo, hatching, iwas na po tayo. Kaya always wear your mask when you go to the public places or crowd places. Transmission, kung paano siya na-transfer. Based on the large number of infected people that were exposed to the wet animal market, yan, in Wuhan. So, nanggaling po yung COVID-19 in wet animal market in Wuhan City, where live animals are routinely sold. It is suggested that this is likely zoonotic origin of the COVID-19. So, ibig sabihin po, dito po nanggaling sa Wuhan, China talaga yung COVID-19. Kasi doon sa market may mga nakita kaming YouTube videos, meron pa silang mga wild animals na binibenta. So doon, kinakatay na rin doon. So yung mga hayop po na yon na infected with COVID-19 or coronavirus 19, so doon po nakuha. Yung mga tao, hinawakan nila yon. So hindi nila alam, unaware sila kasi bago pong case ito, bago din pong strain ng coronavirus. Kaya hinawakan nila, hindi nila alam na meron palang infection. Yung mga animals na yun, wild animals or kung ano-ano na pong mga animals na binibenta doon. Then, yung mga tao na yon na nandun sa Wuhan wet market, kung hindi sila naghugas ng kamay bago kumain or hinawakan yung muka, so they are already infected. Dahil bago po yung COVID-19, hindi po alam ng tao, hindi rin po natin sila masisisi. Ang masakit po nito, yung mga ibang tao or yung mga Chinese na nandun sa Wuhan City or yung ibang lahi, pumunta ng ibang bansa. So from that, nagkaroon na po ng spread, global spread. na hindi po alam ng ibang tao. So mabilis po na kumalat. So ganun po yung nangyari kung bakit kumalat yung COVID-19 sa buong mundo from Wuhan, China, wet market going to the other places. Pero dito po, zoonotic transmission po, liliwanagin ko po ulit. Transmission or the disease is being transferred zoonotic. So, transferred from animals, infected animals to human. Hindi po airborne transmission. Again, don't panic. Kasi sabi ko nga, sa Pilipinas summer ngayon, hindi mabubuhay ang virus sa hangin. Okay, kaya huwag po tayong matakot. Genomic sequence analysis of COVID-19 showed 88% identity with 2 bat-derived severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS-like coronavirus, indicating that the mammals are the most likely link between COVID-19 and humans. So dito po, nanggaling po yung COVID-19 from the bats. Okay? Sa mga paniki. So they are the carrier. So I don't know kung yung mga Chinese people kumakain sila ng bats. So doon nila nakuha. So kung yung infected yung bats, kinatay nila, hindi naghugas, sinawakan yung muka. So that is possible the transmission. So that is how na-transfer yung sakit from bats, infected bats, to human. Person-to-person transmission occurs primarily via direct contact or through droplets spread by coughing or sneezing from infected individual. So napakaliwanag po. Person-to-person transmission ng mga infected na tao na umubong or suminga, tapos hinawakan yung kamay or walang mask at kumalat dito, hinawakan mo na non-infected or bumahing sila, hinawak dito at nahawakan mo, hindi ka naghugas, yun na po ang pinaka-common na transmission ng COVID-19. Direct contact from human to human. Cough or sneeze droplet po ha, napakaliwanag. Clearly, it is not airborne and no air transmission. So please don't panic. Paulit-ulit ko pong sinasabi. So ngayon po, nakakahinga na kayo. Yan, so yan. Salamat po. I hope matapusin natin yung topic. Malapit na po matapos. CoV and 50% to the MERS-CoV, and both SARS-CoV and MERS-CoV originate in bats. Thus, the evidence from the phylogenetic analysis indicates that the COVID-19 belongs to the genus beta coronavirus, which includes SARS-CoV. Yan. So napakaliwanag po. SARS-CoV, doon po nanggaling yung COVID-19 na nanggaling sa mga bats or paniki, infected bats and paniki. Kaya po ingat, huwag po tayong kakain ng mga paniki. Kasi sa totoo po, hindi naman po dapat kinakain ng mga yan. Kasi they are a possible carrier of infection. Not only COVID, a lot of infection possibly. That infect humans. So this SARS-CoV can infect humans, bats, and wild animals. So yun po yung source talaga. Bats, infected bats, or wild animals, and just transferred to human, to their discharge or droplets. Again, clearly not airborne, so don't panic. So, nakakahinga na po ba tayo? Ngayon po na bibigyan na po ng linaw about yung COVID-19 virus. Therapeutics and treatment options. At present, there are no specific antiviral drugs or vaccine against COVID-19 infection for potential therapy of humans. The only option available is using broad-spectrum antiviral drugs like nucleoside analogs, and also HIV protease inhibitors that could attenuate virus. So, infection until specific antiviral drugs become available. So, ibig sabihin, very clear po, wala pang gamot. So, ngayon, ang may share lang po namin na gamot, sabi ko nga, so, if you have the COVID-19, don't worry, hindi 100% ang mortality. Tandaan nyo po, mortality rate is only 2.2 to 2.8%. Napakababa. So, kapag meron kang COVID-19, don't be stressed kasi meron namang mga preventive na gamot. Plus, dagdagan mo lang ng pahinga, nutritious food. Ito po nire-recommend namin because we are health enthusiasts ng family ko, and we want to share it with you. So, gamot plus rest, nutritious food, regular exercise, fresh air, and the sunlight can lead to a strong mind, body, and immune system, resulting to killing the COVID-19 and which lead to recovery. Okay? Kung may maliman po ako dyan, sorry na lang po. Pero is COVID-19 and recovery. Or COVID-19 and resulting to recovery. Ganun po dapat yun. So please don't panic because panic will weakens your immune system. Pag bumaba or bumagsak ang immune system mo, mas lalo ka na ngang tatamaan ng COVID-19. Okay? Mas susceptible ka na. Future directions to control the spread of the disease. Extensive measures to reduce person-to-person transmission of COVID-19 are required to control the current outbreak. So, iwas muna sa mga crowded places or mga gatherings, direct contacts. Special attention and efforts to protect or reduce transmission should be applied in susceptible population, including, ito po yung mga susceptible na tao sa COVID-19, no? Ulitin ko po, children, healthcare provider, mga nurse, mga doctors, ingat po tayo, and elderly people, si lola at lola. Okay, ngayon, alam na po natin kung sino susceptible. Ingat po. The early death cases of COVID-19 outbreak occurred primarily in elderly or sa mga lolo at lola po. Sorry po, pero kailangan nyo pong malaman ito na susceptible po kayo. So, ingat po. Possibly due to weak immune system. Si lola at lola kasi yun, matanda na po sila. That permits faster progression of the viral infection. So, ito po, hindi ko po nilabas ang video ito para para magkaroon ng hindi po nilalabas ko itong video para disseminate po yung information na makatulong po sa tao. So, para doon po sa mga susceptible po, sorry po. And ngayon, alam na natin na so kailangan pa natin mas lalo pong mag-ingat. The public services and facilities should provide decontaminating reagents for cleaning hands on a routine basis. Physical contact with wet and contaminated objects should be considered in dealing with the virus, especially agents such as fecal and urine samples that can potentially serve as an alternative route of transmission. Ibig sabihin, yung feces, yung pupo, at saka yung urine, pwede rin pong mag-serve ng mode of transmission. Kaya ingat po yung mga medical staff po natin. Ingat po, wear gloves. At kung nasa labas po tayo, huwag po tayong dampot ng dampot. Kaya may mga nakita yung wet, dyan, mga basa na mga tela or anything na basta huwag po yung hawakan kasi the virus or the bacteria can survive in the wet environment, lalo na po pag malamig. Epidemiological changes in COVID-19 infection should be monitored taking into account potential routes of transmission and subclinical infections. Ibig sabihin, meron din pong subclinical infection. Pag sinabing subclinical, kunyari ako, malakas ang katawan ko, meron akong contact o yun na infect ako ng COVID-19, ang infected na tao or hayop. So, pero wala kayong makikitang sign. Subclinical, wala pong sign na lumalabas kasi malakas ang katawan ko. Yun po ang mahirap, which is dangerous. Kaya nga po, ingat, kapag lumabas malakas yung katawan nyo at lumabas kayo, pumunta sa crowd, take in mind na i-quarantine nyo na rin ang sarili nyo kasi baka mamaya malakas yung katawan nyo. Nasa inyo pala yung virus. So, mahirap. Kasi, ang ibig sabihin nito, malakas ang katawan ko, nasa inyo yung virus, at tumatching ako, ikaw nandyan ka, at na-inhale mo yung discharge from cough or sneeze ko, ngayon, mas mahina yung katawan mo or immune system mo sa akin, ikaw, tatamaan ka na. So, ganun po yung subclinical infection or carrier. There remains a considerable number of questions that needs to be addressed. This include, but are not limited to details about who and how many have been tested. Actually po, mahirap ito kasi hindi naman po tayo mamonitor lahat ng government natin. So, hindi rin po advisable na i-test lahat ng tao. So, kailangan din po natin na makikooperate or tumulong sa kanila. What proportion of this turned positive and whether this rate remains constant or variable? So, meron po akong konting suggestion dito na I hope sana i-consider din po ng government at lahat ng tao na nanonood ngayon at nakikinig about this video. I suggest to the people, if you have the common symptoms of the COVID-19, which is yung pag-ubo, paghatching, medyo dumadawi yung pagbuo ng laway, masakit yung lalamunan, parang pagod or fatigue. So better po na please voluntarily na kayo na mismo ang pumunta sa authority na malapit sa atin and magpa-check and to seek check-up and to prevent unnecessary outcome. Yan po, tulong-tulong tayo na pong gumalaw in our own way para matapos na po ang COVID-19 sa Pilipinas. Kasi ang dami na pong naapektuhan, hindi lang po dito Pilipinas, it's worldwide. Pero kaya po natin to. Let's be responsible, help each other and the government because it's hard for them to monitor us all. So kailangan na rin po natin makiisa talaga sa gobyerno. Okay? Bago po magtapos, nandito po yung mga references po ng article. Ito po yung mga reference nila. Marami pong reference, hindi lang po nila basta binuo ito. Yan. Just to show you. So ito po, patapos na tayo, meron po kaming mga other or ibang mga preventive measures na sana po i-consider nyo, pati ang government natin, para mas lalo na pong wala yung COVID-19 or Coronavirus 2019. Other preventive measures that we want to share with you, if you go to market only, or it's better to go to market only when there is a sun. So suggested time 9 to 3 p.m. when it's hot. Kasi sabi ko nga po, ito yung time na mainit. Hindi po magsusurvive ang virus. Wala pong virus sa air natin. Market, merong infected, umubo sa akin at napunta dito sa katawan ko. Paglabas ko pa lang sa market, okay na, no problem kasi mamamatay na yan because of the heat of the sunlight. After market, expose yourself to direct sunlight, money, goods, and other things from outside from 1 to 5 minutes or more before getting inside your house. Getting inside your house. COVID-19 and most of the virus wants a cold environment to survive. I don't know the exact temperature, so maybe you can help me. So, ibig sabihin po, when we go to market, lahat na po ng things natin, pera, susi, anything na nanggaling sa labas, huwag nyo pong ipapasok kaagad sa loob ng bahay. Ibilad nyo po muna sa araw. Pati yung sarili nyo, ibilad nyo sa araw. 1 to 5 minutes or more. Yan, to disinfect, kasi pwede rin pong kumapit yan sa damit kung naubuhan ng infected person. So, yun po. Yan. Then, after that araw, then, pwede na kayong pumasok. So, one of the safest way na may share namin sa inyo to prevent the COVID-19 infection. Ito pa, number 2, ignorance about the COVID-19 can make you sick. How? Because it makes you panic and stress, resulting to weaker immune system. Now, when you are sick or when you are stressed, now you are at a high risk of the infection. So, please don't panic. Kaya ko po nilabas ang video na ito para maiwasan na po natin magpanik. Kaya nga po alam nyo, dahil wala na naman pong trabaho at pasok ngayon, it is the right time na mag-research po tayo about the COVID-19 by ourselves. Kasi ang dami po nating time, we have 24 hours. Ilang time lang po ang i-consume natin para i-research ang pandemic na sakit na nangyayari. So, be responsible na po. Okay, kung makaka-Facebook po tayo at manood ng ibang please give time para sa important issue po na ito ng buong mundo. So, this is really a wake-up call para sa atin. Ang dami po natin natutunan about sa sakit na to. And I hope after this, maging iba po yung natin, yung pananaw sa buhay. So, let's check everything after this is. Number 3, pinaka-importante po na may share namin. Condition your mind, your body, spirit, and the immune system can save you from COVID-19. How? A regular exercise with your family every morning. So, best time is 5 to 7 a.m. It's the best time to inhale the fresh air and sunlight to activate the vitamin D and the immune system. Okay, so ito po, pag nag-exercise tayo, family lang, hindi naman po pwedeng mag-exercise tayo kasi tawag pa natin sa ibang grupo natin, hindi po bawal po yun. So family natin, I hope naman po sa government, bigyan nyo na rin po kami ng opportunity o ng freedom na makapag-exercise kasi family naman po kami. Kasi sa totoo, nasa isang lugar po kami, isang bahay. Ang importante lang po, wag po kaming magkakaroon ng direct contact or mag-avoid po kami. We promise to avoid contact with other people and to go to the crowded places. Kasi po, kailangan po natin ito. Yan po, nakikiusap kami sa government na sana i-consider nyo po ito. Kasi ito po makakatulong hindi lang po sa amin, kundi sa lahat ng tao. Ito po yung pinaka-the best na protection natin. Maging malakas ang katawan natin. Immune system. Okay, yun. How, sabi niya yun pala, letter A, then B, nutritious food. Ito pa, additional na, mapalakas ng katawan, nutritious food. Then have to sleep 7 to 8 hours a day. Read the Bible also. Yan. So, ngayon, mas malapit po tayo sa Panginoon because of this challenge. So, napapalapit po tayo sa Panginoon. Read also inspirational books, watch motivational videos or movies, something good movies, good mood movies. Give time to study also the COVID-19. A lot of good informations in the internet. So, nandun po, it's free information. A lot of good information in the internet. Lastly, did you know that if your mind, body, immune system is so strong, it can kill any bacteria and virus. any microorganism causing disease and even cancer. Ito po yan. Madami na pong mga cancer survivor po because they change their mind setting. They condition the mind, the body, the spirit, the immune system, and they survive. Pinakamalakas po yan, immune system. Mas malakas po yan sa gamot. Okay? So don't waste your time into nothing. A lot of good thing to do. So everyone, have a great day and we pray that God will help and protect us. Maraming salamat po sa time na binigay nyo and please share po itong video na to because we want to help you in our way. Let us do our own way helping other people also para matapos na po ang COVID-19. Maraming salamat po sa ating lahat. Thank you.